One, two, one, two. It's me, the O.G to the E, Jerome motherfucking B, and I really don't fucking know. It's been a healthy summer for me, and I'm starting a series as I really don't know, because the other week I had some trips, right? And what happened was, I was fucking looking at that picture, Scarface, and it fucking illuminated on me. And Al Pacino and De Niro and Joe Pesci. It was like proper, like, if you see the fucking photographs here, yeah. I was at the fucking casino with them, and they was like shining on me, yeah, shining on me, and these them roses behind me were coming alive, man, and everything was coming alive. And do you know when I listened to Tich Nhat Khan and is in a being? I don't know. That's what I was like, but I know that everything is into being, but we are different. So how do we balance it? I really don't know. But I was watching, like, I had a girl around, right? And we're doing things, yeah? And I could see into her. I could see into her soul. Not a soul, but like past her. Like I looked at like a tit and they were like fucking wobbling about everywhere. And I could like see what they were made of, like the milk inside them and the fucking shit like that, man. And the veins and that, the heart and the smooth oil that was on her and all that shit, man. And like I looked at Bruce Lee and I could see how fucking ripe his muscles were coming alive, and he was actually coming to strike me, and like shit like that. And I was fucking like everything, like the colours and that shit was illuminating. And I was doing a meditation, and like all these fucking chakras were actually coming alive, and the lights were illuminating fucking through me, man. And then my fucking grandma came back alive with a fucking gun and fucking shot me. Why? You know, I hate that word, but I really don't know. Because my grandma was the closest thing, you see, because she had 10 kids, 33 grandchildren, and the only grandchild she looked after was me. And I think because she looked after 10 children, and then she had to look after me, because I had ADHD and I'd get in trouble at school every day, because I'd get into fights every day at school, yeah, she come back and she shot me. And then what I had to do the next day was go up to a grave and bury myself. So now I'm a total different person. How come that is? I really don't know. But the thing is with this, is you got to stay grounded. So what any ever talks about psychedelics, fucking raise your consciousness and enlightenment, no, they don't. You don't search for enlightenment, because you'll never get it. You let it happen. You don't resist. When you're taking anything like a very strong psychedelic, this was a very strong fucking LSD. It lasted about 10 fucking hours, right? And I was watching 4K, you know, them 4K walk videos, man. I felt like everything was changing. Everything was fucking changing. Like I felt part of the tree. Then I went out to a walk in the woods, and the trees were a part of me. Like I could see the tree inside me. And I actually, you're not supposed to do this, and don't do this on psychedelics, is eat. Right? It was the craziest motherfucking thing ever. I was eating these Indonesian rice, and the rice were coming alive, and it was like the rice sacrificed itself to be a part of me. So it was like, you know, when they go about mindful eating, there's two types of mindful eating. There's eating where you taste everything, you eat slowly, and you get time to appreciate the meal, which you should. Every meal you should do that, instead of what most people do. They fucking eat, watch the telly, and fucking, you know, You know, they're just distracted all the time. That's one way. But this other way that I did it was more deep, because the actual rice were coming alive and it was making all sorts of different fucking patterns and shit like that, man. And fucking come inside of me. It's like it was sacrificing itself for me. Like all the things that the rice has been through. The rice must have been through a lot to sacrifice, and I thank the rice. And it became a part of me. Like the duck became a part of me. Like the duck was coming alive when I was eating it. It was like alive. So that's why everything is like into being. Like I lit some incense, and I know that the fire, me, and the smoke that comes up to the clouds is all part of one. But this is where that's just an idea. But when I took this LSD, it actually fucking happened. I actually was into being with it. And everything that I could see in my conscious was actually real. And there was no me, so there was the hands on my legs I could see, but I couldn't see my brain. I couldn't see, things that I couldn't see. So it weren't mine, like my hands are not mine. There is God consciousness, or what they call Buddha consciousness. And how come I experienced that, I really don't fucking know. But this the thing, man, is you come back down from that shit. So that shit don't last. You see, the problem, I've seen a lot of people do this, and and it can just be like taking any other motherfucking drug. That's why I'll stick to the motherfucking weed, because the weed, man, if you smoke the fucking weed at night time, man, and you get your shit done during the day, right, you're fucking chilled. And you get things done. If you smoke weed during the day, I'm not saying this with everyone, because some people can handle the fucking weed. And I used to smoke weed every day for fucking 10 years. But the point is, man, when you smoke weed at night time, after you've done everything, like all your shit, even, had your last meal, whatever, is you can fucking chill. And, it's like a mini psychedelic, but not the real psychedelic. But, LSD, man, you do that shit, I think. I'm not telling anyone what to do, because that's not my style. I don't tell anyone what to do or what beliefs they should have or anything, because I don't believe in it. Any fucking religion. I think all religions are traps, man-made, just like, religion. What it is with me is, I think religion in the, if you want to call it the Illuminati, communism, capitalism, what the fuck ever, it's all the same shit. It's all created by the elites. All religions are created by the elites to think that there's a God outside you. And basically, you're on motherfucking probation. Because you think that God's watching you, so you can't fucking live your life, because you think all the time that someone's watching you. And the same thing with these fake motherfucking gurus on the internet. They talk all this fucking spiritual shit, right? And you feel like they're watching you. And that's bad, and you shouldn't listen to them if they're doing that to you. If they're getting into your head, and you think that you need to rely on them for motherfucking enlightenment, you are never gonna get motherfucking enlightened. And you never stay enlightened. This is a myth, right? You can practice enough meditation and yoga to become present a lot of the time, and it becomes second nature, like driving a motherfucking car, or being a martial artist, or fucking riding a bike. It becomes second nature that you become present, because you know when you're distracted. And obviously, I used to get very motherfucking distracted, because I got severe fucking ADHD, so obviously I used to always get distracted, never wanted to learn and all this bullshit. But I've fucking listened to gurus and shit like that. You cannot rely on a guru. That's a trap. Because what they're doing is making you dependent. And the whole thing about, these Eastern philosophies and Zen masters and all that shit is, the real Zen masters will tell you cannot be dependent on them. You are your own guru. All they do is feed you the motherfucking seeds. They feed you the fucking seed of thought, and that's it. You have to experience that, and it cannot be experienced through the mind. Because what you're trying to do is you're trying to change your mind with your mind, when your mind's the fucking problem. So how could the fuck can you do that? So when you say, I want fucking enlightenment, or I want to be present, or I want liberation, or whatever, you're adding an extra layer onto it. So that's just another concept. You see, so you're still trapped because you're just adding extra layer. And when you think I've got to be still, that's another concept. You've got to feel that. And there's no ways of explaining that level of consciousness. Now, I'm not saying I reached a good level of consciousness. Everyone experiences profound experience on trips, or if they've been meditating for ages and shit like that. Loads of people do. But there's certain motherfuckers on the internet, man, that believe that they are God, and they've got more consciousness than you have. And they talk down to you like, oh, you need to listen to me because I know the secret, and I've reached all this consciousness, and you know how I do it. And I reach these states by taking all these psychedelics and shit like that. And it's fucking bullshit, man. Because they're not, they just got a spiritual fucking ego. You come back to earth, and the thing is you need to be grounded. So when you come back, you need to be motherfucking grounded, in my opinion. So you need to know that was just an experience. You had an experience of enlightenment. That don't mean you're enlightened. That just means you had an experience. You take it for what it is, and then you move the fuck on and keep doing what you're motherfucking doing in life. Because some people are just ignorant to that shit and think that they know it all, and think they think they're fucking clever and they can explain everything to you, and they get you all wound up, and you want to fucking kill the motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Like that motherfucking Mr. Milky, like, I'm past him, because like he just I don't listen to him anymore. Ever since I made that video, which I put down, when I went fucking psycho, my fucking knuckles were bloodied up and all that shit, because of that guy. Because he antagonizes you. He makes it look like it's a competition, it's something to reach. It's like, no, don't stop there. Keep reaching. No. You can only be with what is fucking now. You can only be with what the fuck is at this motherfucking moment. Whatever the motherfucker it is. Whether you enjoy it or not. Every thought, every fucking feeling, every perception you have is right now. And if you rely on psychedelics and other drugs, which I have in the past, you'll get this, that can twist you up, because then you can get disturbed with reality. So reality is, and I live in my own, I fucking all my life I've questioned reality and been in my own fucking world. I'm different from most motherfuckers out there, you could probably tell. But but they don't live it. They just sit there talking, and they don't fucking live that shit. And that's all I got to say about that. And there's other people on the internet, man, that I've got issues, that you need to stay away from. What, like this other guy is like talking like he's an alpha male, and he thinks by being an alpha male, there's nothing wrong with being an alpha male, But to say that women should know the fucking place and be in the fucking kitchen and they should stay at home and have babies while the men do all the work and all that, and you know, just be a fucking Bible basher, be fucking Jesus up the fucking ass. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck if I've offended any of you motherfucking Christians or any of your Islamic motherfuckers. Fuck you, man. I don't give a fuck. You feel me? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? I'll say it to your fucking face, mate. You know, where I live, you know, if you talk that shit, man, you get your head stamped on a fucking curb, mate. You feel me? You don't fuck around. I'm telling you. But I'll tell you this, man. This motherfucker thinks he's fucking Billy Badass, man. Right? Like a lot of Yankees, they have these fucking ego problems, these fucking Yankee cunts. And I don't hate all Americans, but I'm telling you, they have the fucking egos. They think they're the best fucking cunts on this fucking earth, mate. When they're not, because they can't fight for shit, most of them. And I'm telling you, this guy who thinks he's big and all that motherfucking shit goes on about some, oh, you've got to fucking be a real man and fucking work really hard and not have sex with a woman unless you're married to him. What the fuck are you on, mate? You fucking twat. What the fuck are you on? You motherfucking jelly bean eating, fucking oil wiping, dirt hole fucking coconut sucking fucking bitch. What the fuck are you on, man? Telling me how to fucking live my life. No one tells me how to live my life. You feel me? No one. Yeah? If you said that to my face, I'd fucking smash your fucking face in so fucking hard. You feel me? You get stabbed up for that shit. You know? And this guy, you might know who he is. But, he thinks he's an alpha male. He thinks Donald fucking Trump was an alpha male. And you should follow authority. Then you're an alpha male. What the fuck? Donald Trump hadn't even been in a fight in his whole fucking life. The guy's had it fucking been brought up as a rich kid and just got fucking lucky being a manipulating cunt, which he is. Which I've got nothing against Donald Trump, because you know why? I'll tell you why I've got nothing against Donald Trump. Because I don't live in America. I'm from England. So I just find it a big fucking entertaining show watching Donald Trump. But if I was American living in America, I'd hate the fucking bastard. Because the guy is a liar and a fucking cheat. And if you don't realise he's a liar, and I'm not clever, you know, I'm not clever at all, right? And I can see that he's full of shit. First time I ever listened to him, I was like, okay, this guy is off his fucking head. He's not fit to run the presidency. No, he's not the worst president ever. Not by a long shot. But he's far. You know, he's not. He's just like me becoming the fucking prime minister. I mean, I won't know what to fucking do. And the guy just did it off fucking ego. And the thing is, Donald Trump is no alpha male. Donald Trump's never been in a situation where he's one-on-one with somebody on the streets, or he's got motherfuckers coming at him from all directions, or being homeless and had to fight and struggle to survive, or being in a fucking, you know, locked down in some fucking jail where you have to fight to survive. You know what I'm saying? That's not an alpha male hiding behind Secret Service and police and just talking shit because he knows he's protected by all the Secret Service and the fucking army. The guy who did the Capitol fucking, which, to be honest, I love that shit. I love that the Capitol Hill got stormed because I fucking hate the US government, man. Now, I don't like this government, but in the UK, but the US government's like the worst, man. You know what I mean? So I loved it when the fucking Capitol Hill got fucking, you know, rampaged. But Donald Trump was like, I'll march up there with you. What's alpha about that when you say that you're going to march up there and get involved in the shit, get involved in the front line, and then go back to your fucking White House and just go on a little phone and start tweeting fucking shit? Is that an alpha male? What the fuck? And then you say follow authority, then you're an alpha. Then you say, what was it? You say bare shit like you fucking, like you need to real alpha males conquer the world. So you're saying Hitler was an alpha male. So you're saying it's good to be an alpha male. So you're saying it's good to be a tyrant and pick on the weak. What I say is you're an insecure fucking boy, little cunt, who I fucking see every day, and if you live around my fucking area, you get dealt with very, very quick. And you need to. Someone needs to humble your motherfucking ass. Because when I got out of line, I got fucking humbled. And that's why I got into all this shit. You know, I still, get angry all the time. You know, I'm still a very fucked up person. But what I'm saying is, that guy thinks he's Billy fucking Badass when clearly he isn't. And you should making videos and corrupting people's mind and telling them how to live, telling them that you need God and you're a sinner and you fucking need God's looking at you is the perfect trap. So you're trying to trap people into your way and you're just trying to get attention, motherfucker. Do what you fucking want to do. It's like fucking men being like feminist. Like, I get where he's going from. I think to survive in certain areas of this world, you need to have a certain amount of alpha in you. I had to. I had to, I've been fighting all my fucking life, mate. You know what I mean? Probably a lot more than that fucking prick has. I'm telling you. I'm in some dangerous situations. Not in the fucking army. Not in some fucking authoritarian, you know what I mean? On the streets. Because there's no rules on the motherfucking streets. You feel me? No rules. So you're just going off your stupid fucking little military career and all that shit. And I've met people like that and they've got rules. You meet street people, they've got no fucking rules. They'll tear your fucking heart out. For real, they'll tear your fucking heart out. It just pisses me off, like, just listening to these people, man. It's like, why can't they just fuck off? It's like they show up on my screen and like, when I'm in a bad mood, that's when I'll listen to them and then they'll make me feel a certain way. Like, they'll make me feel bad about myself. And a lot of these people do it. You don't listen to these type of people because you don't know what they're fucking talking about. People like Tony motherfucking Robbins, who's a complete fucking cunt. Dr. Joe Dispenza, who's a complete pseudo-scientist fucking wanker. Jay Shetty, fucking Mr. Milky. You probably know who Mr. Milky is. The guy who likes to make thousands of hours of fucking content. Even though some of his content is like when he talks about the social matrix, I'm like, yeah, I'm on the same level as you when it comes to that. But the problem is, man, I don't see him going out there and talking to people. You know what I'm saying? I don't see him going out there and really living what he's talking about. I just see him taking a bit loads of fucking DMT and then thinking he's got the whole thing sorted out. And when anyone tries to debate him, he shuts down like he's scared or something. Which is okay, man. I'm not, you know what I mean. But don't say that you fucking got more you're gonna win the Olympics with your fucking consciousness, man. People, normal people, right? Or there's no such thing as a normal people. Just get on with the fucking lives, man. You know what I'm saying? They go out, they fucking go to football matches, they go to clubs, they do whatever. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with that. So don't beat yourself up if you have thoughts and shit like that. Or you hanging around with people and going out there and doing things. Like, that's not a sin. That's just living. The guy's got it twisted, man. He really has. I mean, some of his videos are good, but do not think... I'm not telling anyone what to do, but don't get too gaslighted by that guy. Because he could lead you down a fucking really dark, very dark fucking rabbit hole. And he could keep you there. Especially when he brings psychedelics into it. You know what I mean? And there's a lot of others as well. Like, there's like... The ones that I think, you know, this is just my opinion. You may think they're all full of shit. Which they are. You can only liberate yourself. So be clear on that. But the ones that seem to help me are people like... I even say Bruce Lee, because Bruce Lee introduced me to all this shit. You know, his water analogy. And discard what is useless and obtain what is useful. That's a great saying. People like Thich Nhat Hanh, you know, he's lived, so he knows what he's talking. You could tell, especially when I took that trip, as I could tell that the way he talks about into being and the compassion that he has, he's very bang on with that shit. Mooji, because he makes it very simple and direct. Very direct with his teachings. Papaji, Krishnamurti, and Alan Watts. Alan Watts definitely. Because Alan Watts, if you heard the phrase, like Ram Dass was a good teacher, but he didn't quite... I'm not saying anything bad about Ram Dass, because obviously he studied with the best of them. But what I'm saying is, even he got too obsessed with, emptiness. And Alan Watts said, yeah, the problem is you're too obsessed with emptiness. Another thing he said to him is, because he was taking fucking trips all the time and all that shit, is once you've got it, you've got it. You don't need to go any further, because you start going further and playing with that, it's going to counteract, and it's going to counteract you. So when people say take more, no man, you don't need to take more. You take once in every while, but forget about it, because it's just an experience. Because if you can't go in that, then reality is gonna blow you away. You're not going to be able to function in reality. And I've been there, because I was a fucking, I had coke and all them fucking drugs for like 10 fucking coke, speed, fucking ecstasy, magic mushrooms, smoked weed every fucking day, was an alcoholic. So I know how bad it can get with that shit, So, there's a lot of others. That young Micharo person, who's he's pretty good as well, But once you've got it, you've got it. The point is, when you know you got it, is when you don't ask any more questions. And don't stop what... the advice is, don't stop what you're doing in life. Like, don't feel mad at yourself because you're into basketball, into MMA, or into football. Like, I'm a United fan, I'm a Clippers fan, I'm into mixed martial arts, I like going on adventures and all that shit. I'm not into the bullshit life I was into before. I'm into a lot of rap music, So, it's good to have hobbies, So don't beat yourself up because you demonize yourself for doing things. The only thing, especially with this alpha guy, is obviously you need to be an alpha person if you need to go to war. Obviously, if it's needed, if you're living in Salford or alongside certain areas in Manchester where the police don't do fuck all where I live, then sometimes you need to be an alpha. Or, but that doesn't mean demonize those that ain't, because that's just being a bully. Because certain people are not, don't want a peaceful life, and they have a right to have that. And you shouldn't demonise them because of that. Like certain people, you know, have disabilities. And I have a disability, man, with ADHD, like, you know, with certain shit as well. So I'm not, you know, you don't demonise because it's not their fault. But what I will say is what's going too far with this, you know, telling everything's alright and, you know, this new age bullshit is like people like Tekashi 6ix9ine. He's just a fucking faggot. Big fucking Mexican with the blood. What the fuck are you on, you fucking clown face bitch? Fucking rainbow, man. Go and fucking take some more trips and fucking get to the rainbows. Maybe you'll fucking, you know, be there. I didn't know you thought you was in a rainbow fucking movie or Mario Kart or some samurai fucking movie or whatever you thought, where you fucking thought you fucking was. I don't fucking know. But, you know, this transgender thing, what I think is, why would you want to fucking change your sex? I understand even if you're a man and you're gay, that's no problem, or you camp, or you act feminist, that's okay, but why would you want to cut your fucking dick off and, you know, change your sex? I mean, it just don't make any sense to me, that shit. You know, and obviously I am against the transsexual bullshit in fucking the Olympics. Because that's just wrong. Because you have a man competing with a woman in weightlifting and fucking tennis or even fucking boxing, man. Come on. That's fucking bullshit. Anyway, speaking about boxing, Matt Nugget recently fought Dustin. I think Conor isn't himself anymore, to be honest. I think, you know, he's done. You know, it's just clear to me that he ain't got what it takes anymore. I mean, he didn't lose the fight, obviously, he broke his leg. But Dustin was winning 10-8 on the rounds. And I don't know why Conor would say the things that he did to Dustin after, saying that he's going to kill his wife and kids. You know, obviously in the moment he was mad, I get it, but that's going a bit too far. Cause it's not like Khabib, where they really had a rivalry, because Conor actually hated Khabib. Like, why would Conor hate Dustin? Because Dustin hadn't done really anything to him. I mean, there's a little fucking thing with charity and all that shit. But Dustin really hadn't done anything to Conor, so he's just trying to sell the fight. So he wasn't like... He's trying to be the Conor from 2016. That's what I thought at first, before